yesterday where they explain how it take happen. So let me start with Dr. Etel. These beavers where they talk say they never give them, but if they give them, then get how their IT people fit extract information wey be say is hidden inside there. Make you tell me what you think about them, because that one just they make me happy. Why would they expect the things where they come from court?
I'm sorry, my people. I am driving, but within a few minutes, I will be in a place where I will put my video on. That statement simply tells us how smart the Labour Party lawyers are and why INEC is jittery and afraid of them. There is always a forensic side to every kind of thing. There is forensic accounting, there is forensic investigators and co. What these people do is that they do beyond what the ordinary could do. If you have a computer and you think that you have deleted information in your computer, you are a joke. No information, delete, yeah?
Don't expose everything, because we are feeding the opposition a lot of stuff. Just in a bracket, you can really not delete stuff from the hardware.
No. I mean, the lawyer has the lawyer has said it. The lawyer has said
but
it.
He didn't say how.
Online.
So
yes. No, don't worry. I understand what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say in effect is that nothing has been deleted. That is why INEC probably got a privy information that nothing has been deleted, even though they feel they have deleted it and they're refusing. The only way anything has been deleted is if they completely 100% refuse to release those equipment or take it and use their mortar to pound it and it becomes dust. But that is an indictment on INEC, because INEC is a government body. And by law, they owe it to anybody, including me. I have a right based on the electoral law of the 2022 electoral law. If I want that information, I have a right to it. The law states it. So if INEC is refusing, what we should be saying now is whether the information they are looking for is there or not. They have it. But what I'm asking is, what will the judiciary do in the event that INEC arbitrarily decide to violate the electoral law and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Will the judiciary make the petitioner suffer for the negligence and the abuse of responsibility of INEC, or will they grant the prayer of the petitioners like Labour Party when INEC refuse to do their work? That is where I'm going to. Because INEC is holding back evidence that proved. The law says that the petitioner should prove beyond reasonable doubt that there is a violation in the electoral process. And there is no way they can prove that beyond reasonable doubt without the information that INEC is holding. Will the petitioner and Labour Party be denied their place in the law because INEC choose to violate the law, or will their prayer be granted? That is what I am asking. And that is the question that Nigerians should be asking the judiciary today and be putting pressure on INEC.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Menakaya, what do you get to add to waiting Dr. Etel talk? Because people wait outside one here, and our video just cut as Etel they talk, the thing concord, so we had to another one recreated. So that very first one where we did before don't come out. So this one another one. So for our viewers also to know say they know say something happened. So make you just chook your mouth for this one for us. Make we go to the next one.
I'm throwing the mind of Dr. Etel, and I want Nigerians to think. First of all, they are trying to hide information. So they clearly, with this statement made, that means they deleted information and thinking it's all gone from the data, and that's why I'm stopping that. So they are shooting themselves in the foot. Now, towing the line of a thousand, he now asks the question, what is the judiciary going to do? When, first of all, let's not even go there. Let's go to the fact that they didn't even get the information required. Duly paid for, but they should have surrendered. So, what is the recourse? What is the recourse to labor? What is the recourse to people? I want us to be asking those questions. And also, news media, the major news media right on channel, they should be interrogating this thing. They should, so that they should also be educating people that when an attorney says things were hidden, it means INEC was trying to hide information. They deleted the data without knowing that the data is not completely lost that way, the way they did it. So people should be interrogated. It should be interrogated. And then let's start asking, what is the record for all that documents not being supplied or being given in piecemeal and trying to hide it. So that's what I want to bring out today. I want to do this and I want all the measurements.
Okay.
Sorry. Can I? Yes. Can I just pop in something just before on this particular note? Is it okay?
Do that quickly, please.
I want Nigerians to remember that INEC initially said that the reason why they wouldn't release the beavers to Labour Party before governorship election was because they were trying to do governorship election. And then they said again, okay, we want to reformat, we want to reprogram the beavers. Fine, the court gave them leave to reprogram beavers. And then they went again to postpone the governorship election after, as it were, deceiving the court, because they were giving the court the impression that the governorship election will still hold. Now they have finished governorship election as far back as, I think, 17th or 18th of March. Until then, 18th of March to April to May, and now June, 3 months after governorship election, and almost 4 months after presidential election, INEC is still holding firm a piece of evidence that will prove the fraud they committed during the election. Nigerians should understand that INEC is an accomplice. INEC deprived Nigerians by their attitude and behavior, their franchise, their rights. INEC stepped on our toes, rubbed it in our face, and asked us to go to court. And I still want to keep asking that question. What is INEC boldness in sending us to go to court? And the way they're flagrantly abusing and insulting the judiciary by disobeying the court order by this appeal court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria kind of tell me that there is something that is playing music, playing the tune for them that they are dancing. Nigerians should be asking this question. Thank you.
Dr. Etel, thank you for that. Waiting to happen for court now as PO the court and all the Labour Party people that have been able to submit many of these EC8A forms and the other forms where they happen for collation centers. And as usual, now objection from INEC and the other people. Now, to continue on our discussion while we wait for something very significant to happen in that court, this court will be say give ruling today, say in no get jurisdiction where peace talk. You get one thing will be say I won't bring to attention of our people. Aside from say if they give 10 million, make the residents of Abuja where come ask court question, make them begin to pay 5 million to Attorney General and CJN. Now, waiting they make we look inside be say, throughout the time before that inauguration, this judge no even come. And the lawyer will be say come out from Lagos, come for this matter, spend all the money for hotel, and even talk that time say if it come sue the judge, I be the court. I don't know which one when one sue. But this one now, na 10 million, and then come hammer them. Aside from this, talking about this 25% of FCT, where people will be say them be residents, they won't know wetin be the meaning and wetin be the position of law, because na them vote for that FCT and na P2B na in win, and then talk say if you no get 25%, you no go fit become the president according how it take be for constitution. Now you get people will be say them be INEC, then chop INEC, then school INEC, then be staff of INEC, for and rise to the level of commissioner, wey be say they know wetin the law talk as e suppose be for INEC. Before, a day before this election, the man talk, Mike Ngine, in talk about this 25%, and if in the talk, make you know say na person will be say he don't stay in life for INEC, rise for that level before him come out. As even as him come out, him continue to become like consultant for INEC. Meaning say the man sabi, he get wetin that man talk just one day to the election on a national television. Wetin him talk? In talk say if you no get 25% for Abuja, make you forget them. Hear from this man from INEC.
It is that this election is going to be decided by the youth of Nigeria. We want to see whether they are going to betray the challenge and the expectation of their own time, because 70-something plus million of 93 are youth. All those who are going to man the polling unit, Dr. Abati, 707,000 out of the 1 million, they are going to be youth of this country. Therefore, we want to see those of us are from 50 years and above. We can only go there and vote. The future of this country right now, tomorrow's election is in their hand. Far more important is the provision of section 134, subsection 2B of the constitution. It is to say, it to the fact that no presidential candidate can be declared a winner in this election without having 25% in the Federal Capital Territory. That is very important for the whole world to know that tomorrow's election, wherever it will be finally declared, apart from having 25% in 24 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Federal Capital Territory is like a compulsory question. You can answer all that question. The Federal Capital Territory, without having 25%, you go nowhere.
People, and I don't hear them. So when this man they talk, make we pay attention. Now people will be say, then eat INEC, then drink INEC, then they inside there. A day before the election, he has started warning. And what happened yesterday in court? INEC by themselves, they tell Atiku witness, say Atiku no go become president because he no get 25% for Abuja. Still affirming what this man said. Tinubu did not get the same thing. According to that witness, you have made him a president. Why can't the same thing be applied for Atiku? You see him? So when we they talk, people will be saying they know these things. They know. They play with our emotions. Then they play with our intelligence. Because of say, who go fit come out, come talk am. Make we listen to Dr. Etel. I know say your mother they do mui, and Angel, I hear your own voice for near me. But make we hear another person again where they cite the same thing, even after that election. Let's take a listen.
mentioned the FCT for the simple reason that the FCT is not a state. So it can say you must get this in 36 states and the FCT.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. That is it. But in breaking it down, because we've seen the several interpretations that have been put out. Now, and then the strong point, the other, points that, the other alternative point that they prove is that, okay, simply which Femi Falana pushes, which is, I believe, is not quite really a reflection of the intention of the drafters of the Constitution, is to consider the FCT as a state, and then you now say we have 37 states, and then you have to have 2/3 of the 37 states and have 25 states. That's not quite right, because the Constitution made a sharp distinction. The Constitution would have simply said, oh, you have to have a quarter of votes in at least 2/3 of all the states. But it proceeded
but that would have exempted the FCT.
No, so it made it look special. I will borrow the expression used by Mike Igini, which is very, very apt. It says that just like an examination question, one of the questions, question 1 is compulsory, and then you can answer any other question among the other 36 questions.
The FCT is a compulsory question.
So the FCT is a compulsory question. That is, it is fundamental. You must win at least a quarter of all the votes cast in the FCT.
So that's 20, I mean, simple maths, because I have my calculator here. That's 24 states and the FCT.
Yes.
That's what the Constitution,
minimum.
That is what it
Yes.
says.
So basically
minimum.
you're looking at 25 there, not 25.
Not 25 states.
Not 25 states. You can win 30 states. You can actually win 35 states. But you must have a quarter of all the votes cast in the FCT.
The FCT is assuming a special position.
Of course, that's the provision of the
have
Constitution.
we ever had a president
That's
emerge
exactly what I was going to ask.
without
That's
winning the FCT?
Yeah.
That's a question of facts, and that issue hasn't arisen before. At the time that Nigerian jurisprudence actually dealt with this, was the last time was in 1979, and at that time there was no FCT. So what matters is that if you look at the presidents we've had over the years, they've always had landslide victories and across the entire state. So this hasn't ever come up as an issue.
Right.
But right now it's becoming an issue because the provision you're looking at talks about where the election, where the participants in the election more than 2 candidates.
Yes.
What we've had predominantly in our history, in our recent history of elections, just two
political
parties.
parties. Yes.
So that is easy to actually determine.
Right, but what happens if you win, let's say, 27 states, but you don't win the FCT?
The same point I have made. That is the fundamental, crucial thing. Fundamental means the foundation upon which any win must stand is that you have to win the FCT. Now, that's the expression of the Constitution, to the extent that why would the Constitution expressly mention the FCT if it wanted it to be, joined with the entire the 36 states?
But it's never been.
So, coming back to our viewers, yesterday we see what happened for court. We don't hear from this INEC former commissioner. We have heard from people who talk. We have heard from different sons talk about this very something. It is very, very obvious. The thing they obvious for all of us to know. Say Abuja, they're very different, and INEC no. That's why yesterday it just come out from their mouth. They don't know how they go take them. And you see, say quickly today will be Tuesday now. That Federal High Court just go talk say no get jurisdiction again for that very matter. Everybody they run away from the matter. But I know say the matter fit no end for even this tribunal if you reach Supreme Court. But I want make we begin to get that very discussion. May they no think say we don't forget. We never forget, and we cannot forget that 25% is required in that very place because it come out from their mouth. Dr. Etelbert, NJ, before you come, make I hear waiting Dr. Etelbert need to talk about this thing, because now waiting just happened yesterday. And today again, this Federal High Court don't run away from this very thing. Remember, say, Dr. Tel, as you want do analysis on this thing, make you know say this judge wrong come out before. So as in just here yesterday, where they don't make mistake for court. Now you can't come today, can't talk say then go pay 10 million naira, run away and come out. Make we hear from you.
Anyway, the judge and his judgment today, whether it is by vengeance or what, stands to be looked into much later. I am more interested in this 25% now. The Electoral Act 2022 derives its power inherently from the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Section 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, subsection 1, says that Nigeria is a one indivisible nation known as the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Subsection 2 of the same section 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria said that Nigeria, this one indivisible nation as defined in subsection 1, in subsection 2, he went further to break it down to say that it is comprised of 36 states and federal capital, meaning that Nigeria is a tree that is comprised of 2 branches. One branch has 32 sub-branches, which is the states. The other branch has only one shoot, known as the FCT. If you keep reading everything that has to do with Nigeria, they will always say states and FCT. And the definition of states, the capital of states, the local government, everything about the nature and the character of state is defined. And the Constitution will always define everything about the nature and character of the FCT. For states, it is called local government. For FCT, it's called area council. When it comes to election, there is also the way that the Constitution defines that this Federal Republic of Nigeria will be approached by anyone who wants to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that definition is simple. You must get 2/3, 25% of the 2/3 of the 36 states, meaning you must get at least 25% of the votes cast in 24 states out of the 36 states of the Federation.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tell. Dr. Choma.
I'm sorry, if I may.
Go ahead.
Now, what it means is that you cannot go to the one branch of which is the 36 states and not get the other branch. You must get a share from the 2 branches of Nigeria, whether there are 10 people there or 100 people there. You must secure at least 25% of the votes that is cast in that place before you can become the president. Everybody knows this, all on behalf of APC. But even the INEC chairman, he knows this thing. That judge didn't want to make any declaration because he doesn't want to implicate himself before the swearing in. Because as I said in our previous broadcast, the INEC chairman wanted to give until maybe the court remove him, or for 4 years, if that is what he wanted, when he went ahead to declare and return someone as a president, because he knew that the moment he returns someone and give that person a certificate of return, it's only the courts that can stop that person. It's unfortunate, but this is what it is. And I want us to pray, as I keep saying, that the judiciary will remember that the Constitution, that the whole nation is watching, and do social justice and do constitutional justice, and make it obvious that anyone who did not get 25% in Abuja should not be out.
Thank you, Atalba. And while you're dissecting the Constitution, we are talking about the same thing, but I want to still appeal to the psyche of our people. I want our people to start reasoning for themselves and not just be, just going with the flow. Before this even, before the election started, these people sat down and discussed how they would read it. It's clear. This is clear, and I will bet my last cent on it. They did that. They forgot there's no perfect price. Or they miscalculated. Okay. So what they are doing now, pertaining to the court and the question where the INEC person was telling the DDP guy, your candidate did not win 25%. So, Abuja, this is to reiterate that this is clear. This is constitution and it's English language, and even a primary school person knows what this and that is. So people should start reasoning, because they are contradicting themselves. And my prayer is that they will continue to contradict themselves to make the judges, make it very difficult for the judges, to even go their way, even if they were compromised or not, because there's something that is glaring that, it's difficult to compromise when everything, they will continue to contradict themselves. And what they are using, for lack of a better word, is the paradox of using intimidation to overcome intimidation. That's what it is. They've intimidated our people by imposing somebody on us, okay? And they planned it, and it's by hook or crook, whatever way. They said it, INEC said it, all of them are saying it, and I concur with you, because they are annulling everything and dilly-dallying, so that maybe Labour Party will be frustrated, people will forget about it and say, okay, now the government is solidified, it's gonna stop the governance of Nigeria. That is crap. In my view, it's crap. You cannot go to a place illegally. And that brings me to the word I hear on TV that gets me. I'm sorry to say that what we call the lingo that they use. You cannot come together when something is wrong. That means you're believing in wrong. That means the problem in Nigeria will never be solved. So whichever way they are painting the 25%, they can paint it black and yellow. It's there and it's embedded in our constitution. So I'm talking to Nigerian people, and as I'm saying this, is we're analyzing stuff here and we are talking to you. Please educate your people. Send this broadcast out so people will start reasoning. I even want contribution. I want it to be discussed. Take this, your like, share, especially share, talk about it, so people will start learning. It's a paradox of using intimidation to overcome intimidation, and we are sick and tired, sick of it. And we say no, so we start reasoning. Let everybody keep talking about that. I don't care about and another thing, sorry, I know I'm taking a little bit of time, but they say they should pay Attorney General 5,000 or 10,000, whatever it is. Where do you pay upon? Is it legal or is it extortion? Is it legal? Are they paying into the court coffers, or they are paying the Attorney General? And another thing too, also, that guy, the judge that ran away and now imposed sanction or fine, okay, he is also not above the law. And as I'm concurring with Dr. Talbot, let's just face one thing at a time. And I think when things clear out and we regain our country, all these people should be brought to book. That's my own contribution. And and let INEC, APC, whatever they are, continue to we pray that they continue to contribute.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Menakaya. If you like say we understand this thing well as I take the present Angel, say we talk here. Say this very judge, the reason why we be say they talk say they hammer them 5 million, 10 million naira. It talk say they waste cost time. And this man will be say he come from Lagos, will be the lawyer with the verse that very time say first day then wasting time finish tell and say na Wednesday come the judge no day then tell and say na Friday he come, so now which person time them first then waste. So instead of make them for I don't know how I want even take
what be the issue. They want the tribunal judges to be the first people to rule on this 25%. Now it make all of them just they run, they go. Because they want the tribunal, when they rule, then they go now come back to say, see our own. Because you see this 25%, you don't chook them for truth. They no feel vomit. INEC chairman go they regret, say, why he collect this mandate from Labour Party? If for bring them, better they go for meet them. They don't vomit them already. Because he chook them for truth. Because our principal will be saying a patient person. He just be patient man. And with the obedient movement, we go eat the fattest meat. No be bone now. APC and INEC, since INEC say they won't be party for Nigeria, no longer independent, no problem. You see this 25%, now be first one self before Shetima own. You see this 25%, we don't get them already. Because even the INEC officials, both past and present, don't they talk. Even sans don't they talk. One thing, what is everybody saying? This 25%, Obi don't get them. Because they no expect, say the person, who be Obi now, everybody just they come out and they put them for backyard. And Obi can floor everybody. Get 70% for Abuja. Now that one, now shake their head well. But God dey, he dey for throne. And me, an obedient movement and family, we dey plead for conscience of our judges. I beg, we dey beg you now. Make una no sweep this thing under carpet. You see this 25%, make una just rule and fast for us. Because that's one, na you see this Aso Rock, now we get them, we just release and small for Tinubu. Within 6 months, thing go come down. Wetin go happen? Our Obi go enter. And Nigeria go better, because our suffering is done too much. And God, they see our conscience. God, they see us. Say Nigerian people don't too suffer. But God, you see, Judiciary, you people need to write your name in gold this time. So that Nigerians go begin to believe in judiciaries again. Because this slam, 10 million, 5 million, you no go work, you no go scare us. You no go scare us. We no go scare us.
Okay, thank you. Peace. I hear your mother do me.
You know that what thing happened for court yesterday where INEC used their hand, bring their leg outside when they ask PDP witness, say, but you know anybody that doesn't get 25% in Abuja should not be declared president. PDP witness can't ask them, but you declared Tinubu and Tinubu did not even get 25%. And we even there for social media, people there for Twitter, they laugh about them, they joke. But waiting they sweet me be say, I know say Labour Party lawyers, then they very smart. Even as we they laugh them, they talk them as joke. When it gets to the point where they go rule in the petition for tribunal, I know say they go bring them out and they go use INEC words against themselves because you come out now you talk them. Anybody that doesn't get 25% in Abuja should not be declared president. But you declared Tinubu as president and we they laugh about them. You know even they funny. But I know say when it reach that time, because now there's still evidence, they still they tender, they show where rigging happened and all those things. But when it gets to 25%, Labour Party lawyers, they go bring them up. They go talk, say, shebi una talk this thing, abi una no talk am. So if una talk am, why una can't declare Tinubu as president? Now waiting just they sweet me. I they wait to make that time reach. I know say that mandate where they collect, they go vomit them as Madam Angel don't talk. They go vomit them as they take swallow them.
And I agree with you. Perfectly said, Pete. I agree with you. And I hope that the attorneys of Labour Party will have the INEC attorney be on the stand, you know, so that they can interrogate him and say, did you say stuff like that? So if you say, that's why I keep saying that they are contradicting themselves. Another prayer for people where they pray that is following us here. Please keep praying that they will use their own mouth to contradict everything that they say. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, Dr. Etel, before you talk your own, I won't prompt our people, make them begin the show waiting they happen for court to go still they discuss, but make them they show this transcript of waiting they happen for court. So that while we they discuss, people go they see waiting they happen for there. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say is this. Some people, in fact, some people have texted me and called me and say, do I think that our judges can be bold enough to remove a sitting president? And I told them, some of them who are not Nigerians, I said, why don't you think that our country is a country governed by rule of law? He said, how can you people swear a president in and you're still thinking of removing him? Is it possible in Africa? I said to them, Nigeria is ready to prove to Africa and the world through the judiciary that we are a country governed by constitution and rule of law. Now, why I'm saying this is because I believe that Mahmoud, the INEC chairman, did what he did because he also believes that as long as his candidate becomes the president, that the judges will be frightened to their bones to remove a sitting president. But let me put this to the hearing of Nigerians again. A sitting president in Nigeria enjoys immunity, but only in other matters, except in the issue that has to do with the election that made him president. The process through which a president becomes a president is subject to judicial process, and until the judiciary declares that the person has become a substantive president, he can be removed whether he is sworn in or not. I want Nigerians to remember that that is what our constitution says. And like Angel said, I want our judiciary to wake up and realize that they can actually write their names in gold by doing what the law says, especially with respect to this issue of FCT. It does not matter whether you are a sitting president or not. The law says 25% is required. The judges should write their name in gold and give to Nigerians what the constitution says, so that it will not look like they will tacitly endorse a situation in Nigeria whereby everybody will go ahead to do what they feel like because they can ask us to go to court and court will endorse it. Please, if Mahmoud did that, hoping that the court will endorse his declaration, the judges, we are begging you once again to follow the law. We are not saying rule in favor of P2B or Labour Party. We are saying follow the law. The law is still in English and we are all reading it. We may not be lawyers, but we are intelligent and exposed enough to know what "and" means. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. As we look for screen now, would they see the transcripts where waiting they happen for court now? The people where they appear for court, we get Dr. Liviu Zoku, we get our Carlo, Onyechi Bazo, finally is in court today. Then, as soon as I see all of them for screen, and the people will be saying them bring their appearance. I beg our producer put slide 2, make we know the second people will be say we'll continue for the respondents. INEC na Kemi Pinheiro San and so on. So this is slide 2. In this very slide, the people will be said they represent Tinubu and Shetima na Wole Olani Pekun San, and all their names where they man no can begin the mention person name will be say I know mention and well. Then the fourth respondents will be APC, we get them over by me and others. So now people will be say they announce appearance for today. So, Dr. Levy, now be the person where stand up, will be saying, talk say, we are here to continue tendering the CTC documents. I will hereby direct my learned brother Ben and Nachebe San to conduct proceedings. So, now Nachebe now go conduct the proceedings. So, as I go see him for screen, say, I think my leader and learned senior will apply to make some adjustments with the pagination of the schedule. I think pagination of the schedule before your lordships. Thank you, my lords. Respectfully, we are starting with Adamawa State. It comprises of 21 local governments. We respectfully seek to tender the INEC certificate from EC8Bs. So court said documents from EC8Bs from 21 local governments in Adamawa are hereby admitted as evidence and marked as SBDs. So the what would they do be say we want to exclude, give us next slide, I beg. Would they exclude all those people, INEC this thing, because all their own be say they oppose and they oppose. So all those ones just not to waste time. So all responded, INEC, BAT, Shetima, INEC, they have all objected. That's what you can see on red. So, and courts admitted and tagged all exhibits. So again, LP move again, seeking to tender INEC from EC8B from local governments in Benue states. All the respondents objected. Let's go to slide 5. So they objected, and but court admitted all. So that's what I was saying before. We don't need to be wasting time in all that. So next is Kogi. LP seeks to tender INEC form EC8Bs from 21 local governments in Kogi as contained in document and schedule tendered. All responded, meaning INEC, Tinubu, Shetima, INEC, they have all objected. Normally, that's what they do. Court admitted and tagged all. Let's go to slide 6. Then, Nasarawa, they tendered all the documents. Let this be on the screen. And all the people oppose as before, but they tendered it and court Now, why we are showing the other states and all the other things that we are tendered, Dr. Etel, I hope that we are expecting to have witnesses that will come and give direct evidence, that is, they will speak to this evidence that we are tendering. I keep mentioning that because I know it is very, very important that we have our own either agents or people who have access to these documents as at when that election took place to come and testify to it. You know, I think what we are tendering now is at bar, and I need to make sure that we understand and our legal team know that there's need, just like the PDP people are doing, which is the witnesses are now coming to testify. But our own, we are still bringing the documents.
Done with EC8A, which is polling unit result. They will go to EC8B, which is ward, EC8C, which is local government. And you know that the biggest crimes happened at the local government. That was where the biggest crime happened, was at the local government. Now, if they had come first of all to bring in witness with the witness's copy, INEC may not even give them this certified true copy. That was a shooting in the leg of INEC by compelling them first of all to produce certified true copy of what they have. Because now what will happen is that the witnesses will now come to contradict what INEC brought. If it is what INEC brought, which the party is tendering, is the only thing they're bringing, how are you going to say it is wrong or right? You won't be able to say it is wrong or right. So what's happening is that INEC is supposed to be the standard, the gold standard, through which everything will be compared. But now the gold seems to have become brass by looking the same color, but the character is no longer the same thing. And someone who has the gold standard result will now come to disprove what INEC is bringing, saying, even though this looks like gold, it is a poor metal known as brass. So a time for that one. So what the legal team is doing to, first of all, barge in all this into admittance, let the court admit all of them. Then they will now come and say, okay, my lord, INEC told us based on what they submitted here that the result is 20 at the local government level. But you can see that when we summed what is at the local government level and summed, based on what is at the local government level, when we summed what we have from the polling unit level, it does not match. And the polling unit level, which is EC8A that INEC gave us, shows a lot of alterations. However, we have a witness here who has a clean copy of what happened at the plea unit level. Here is a clean copy of the EC8A. Anybody who didn't watch our program on Saturday should go and see the comparisons where we did it. So that's what is happening. The time for calling witnesses will come. But first of all, they need to make sure that that junk that INEC has in their server or in their possession is admitted by court so that we can now have something to contradict it.
Okay, thank you very much for that, your input. Producer, I beg make you look at number 9 of this our banner. You get something where the judge just they talk now about the ladies who dress concord. That is the female lawyers will follow them come court. And no beside they talk say the justice leave waiting in the do come they hide the ladies, but it be like say the people will say then they court also they agree with him. So the way we take talk and make it no be say na me they add this one. He say by the way, there is something I am not happy about. Some of the counsels are not dressed properly. This is unacceptable. If this was a normal court proceeding, I will chase them away. For today, their sins are forgiven, but from tomorrow they will be driven away. Now, for this one, I no be say I dey talk say the justice leave the thing where go they listen to come they look the woman, but you know say he gets women will be say angel you dey here, then go dress come the you know their skirt no go down where go they even confuse the sounds where they there where they do our matter, you know. A producer make you even sure that inside court myself make we they see, because he gets somewhere they see then go they draw the skirt down. Where we say then they draw them down like say they no say the thing they shot before where they come the drum down. You know, so and all this kind of thing. Peace, share you understand me. Una they always they do this kind of thing. No, the sounds where they there make I finish, Sounds where would they do better business for inside court? Then go begin they wear the things where we say you go to attract men where they there where then they do serious business. That kind of thing no they good. Your mother they do muimu.
Mr. Kanu, I disagree with you. We get serious issue for hand. The judges need to concentrate. That is my own. You know, wait till you keep a person skirt or person trouser. It no matter. This case where we get now, that is the thing they very, very important. What is on their table is very, very important to us, to the whole world, not even to obedience alone. So, I beg, Judge, I beg you, forget their skirts. Forget their mini skirts. You get wife for house now. You get daughters. I beg forget them. Just focus. May we get this judgment right. Now it be the uttermost important to us.
See, I hear you. Me, I no take that your own. I follow the justices for waiting them talk. And again, the lawyers where they caught there, then confirm them. If we go to the next page, will be like 10. I think na 10 be that one. You go see say, I beg make you go back to 10. Make our people see say even the lawyers where they there, even the senior advocates of Nigeria. You see waiting them talk. Even the one of Labour Party, he agree with the justice. He say, my lord, we are in total agreement. You know, talks and a half. Total agreement. And that is completely against our practice. From tomorrow, we will drive away anyone not dressed properly. So, ladies, peace. Your mother do mui. Make una know they do this thing where they do. They confuse people for this thing. Dr. Etel, I know say you want chook mouth for this thing because me I know like how this thing they begin they go, because this man for him to speak up today now him be say this thing don't they happen since he just they condone them as in take talk. Now the thing continue today. Now he begin the talk. Make our lady councils, make them they dress well. All these sounds where we say then they dear. Now married people then be and they no need all those kind of distraction. I'll be waiting you think. Okay, Dr. Menakaya, lady, make she talk first.
Can I say something? there are proper etiquette for everything, you know, especially in profession and, you know, that high level court case like this, you know. So probably that's why he's pressing that. People should be here. I don't even look at it in terms of background and stuff. It's just that, you know, people should present themselves professionally, you know, according to the dictates of their profession. So I guess, you know, irrespective of if they are distracting or whatever, and I don't know, I don't want to read meaning into it, and I ask my stage, you know, let's just keep it moving. Let those people, he should find them if they dress, you know, next time they come, you know, not dressing like that. I think there's proper etiquette, you know, that their profession requires and they should follow it. That's just my take. Sorry, Dr. Felbert, you can go on.
No, you're good. Doc, my own input, to be honest, I initially wanted to say, look, if I were to be in that court, the smoke that will be coming out of my eyes and ears with respect to evidence that need to be admitted, and the time that is running out, and all the noise coming from INEC and co, I won't probably even know that some people came in there with their babariga or didn't wear their slippers to come into the court. What is the meat of the matter for me now is, can these justices please remind us that they will not rewrite the constitution of Nigeria because of the presidential election, that they will stick to the constitution that have defined FCT separately from states, from the first schedule of the constitution up till the end of this constitution, that wherever Nigeria is described as a federal republic and a further definition is given, it is always broken into two components. The first component of the federal republic are the states. The second component is the FCT. And everything that has to do with even the appointment of judges, there is the judges of the FCT and the judges of the states. And in election matter, there are ways it will go. Even the case of Buhari versus Obasanjo and Buhari versus Yar'Adua, the Supreme Court defined Nigeria and the election and the votes that came in those elections with respect to states separately and FCT separately. Let that precedent, let that constitutional provision not change this time around, because maybe someone is threatening them, or someone is bribing them, or someone is trying to buy them over. And please, the lady counsels, if the judges are saying that your dressing is going to make them to change their reasoning and their thought with respect to 25%, please go change your dress code. Let's get justice. Thank you.
You know, that one now I buy with you. Make them go tomorrow. I join the justice, I join the lawyers where they there. Anybody where carry miniskirt come for that very place. Now that is made them a fool say to chase away now flog. Go flog them, because see, now the men are strong, but now temptation be those things, and make we for concentrate for the evidence. So our person make you the project the waiting they happen for court, make we the treat for waiting they happen for court they go. So they admitted all these things will follow for that very state, and this one now for 26 local government of Imo states. They are trying to put something on the pages. That page is 67 and 68 of EC8B of that very 26 local government. So as you can see on your screen, something was omitted by the INEC on the list, but it is present in court. It has been added and admitted. So now, LP is seeking to tender INEC from EC8B from 19 local governments in Kaduna State. 2 local governments have been added, Jab and Sanga, as contained in page 69 of documents of schedule. So, as these things, they come in, we keep bringing them, put it on the screen directly as they come out. And we hope that our people will understand how it is going at the court. Let me use this very opportunity once again to tell our people thank you as you are here, you are being around. And as you know, say this video as we start plenty people join the thing called courts. before they need to bring up another one. So even if you go for the place now, you go see say now 2. So this one, if you there for this one where we there now, I beg, make you for like the video, make you for send notification to other people. Where we say they watch the other one, where we say it don't end. And videos where we say they there for their workplace, make them know for waiting they happen today for court as we continue to tender the documents. So I beg, make you for like this very video. People will be say they give us super thanks. We greet you, we see them as they happen. Even as I fit no time or know you, we see you and God go bless you. For the people will be saying I like, because if you no get money, your own contribution to this obedient movement now to like and share the video. I beg, make you like, make you for share. Now that very one, it go also translate to become the support, the moral and everything where we say if they push us, they go. So we thank you. So I beg, make you just know they look us, they watch, but you know like. Just click on that very button to like, make other people get notification. I beg. So going forward, as we wait other things where they come out from court, please mention as we start this very show, as the judicial staff workers, I be had and they call them, say they don't call off strike where NLC, where they talk say they be one join. So they don't call them off. We thank them. You know, say as we take the talk for here, 9 people they listen. Even those people were there for Villa, then they listen. Even people who be saying NLC president, then they listen. So they hear our cry as we take talk yesterday. We no want that strike. Even when we know waiting subsidy mean, no be say we no know waiting subsidy mean. If you ask me, I go tell you say Nigeria deserve more than oil subsidy. They deserve subsidy for wheat. They deserve subsidy for even this phone call where would they call through MTN and all these network providers. We deserve subsidy for this DSTV where would they watch another. We deserve subsidy. So no be say we no waiting be subsidy. So what would they talk say they remove and because of the thief where then they thief for inside. As a matter of fact, Dr. Etel, he get one man where we say, even in your opinion, not minding say other things where he talk. He get one thing where he want, make we just listen to this video now, maybe now 1 minute video. Make we just listen, make you hear what this man talk on a mainstream media about this very subsidy thing.
Removal of subsidy. A liter of diesel was like about 80 Nigerian naira. We were told that once the subsidy was removed, there was going to be competitive pricing, we're going to see investors and the rest. Today, a liter of diesel is close to like 800 Nigerian naira. Quote me that I said there are no investors. Let anybody prove me wrong. The only thing we have experienced has been the collapse of strategic industrial sectors, collapse of strategic commercial sectors, and the collapse of strategic domestic sector. And strange enough, even the Finance Act, the only thing we experience about the Finance Act is just adding and increasing taxes. Even people, those who were supporting the government and the finance bill and acts, have seen it now. So the biggest mistake, the coming regime, whoever the Almighty will crown, effective 29th of May, 2023.
You have a doubt about that?
No, I said effective. I don't know who will be crowned. And I said, whoever the Almighty crowns, effective that day. The biggest mistake that person will do is to remove subsidy on the price of the only remaining product. Nobody will show us the values we have derived by removing subsidy on the price of aviation fuel, apart from mass sack, mass cancellation of flights and delays. Nobody will show me anything that we have gained from even the removal of subsidy in the price of kerosene. Sometimes I hear people saying we are not doing well because we are a monoproduct economy, and I ask, is Saudi Arabia a di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, Deca product economy? The answer is no. Is Indonesia a Deca product economy? The answer is everything is based on the initiative, creativity, and dexterity of leaders, whether people accept it or not. As far as the oil and gas industry is concerned, whether you're talking on land activities, swamp, shallow waters, and deep offshore, we are experiencing leadership mismanagement and leadership docility, and it's not going to take us anywhere.
Leadership is management. You get many things where this very person, where they talk here, they talk. Not be say, me a day against oil removal, but as P2B take talk, so many, about 80% now water where people they drink for Nigeria here. So, and I guess some people where they showcase themselves, some governors where they show us say, na bicycle, 9 Nigerians begin their ride. When they see those kind of pictures, they come out for our newspapers, they vex me. Why they these very people where they ride bicycle, not to deceive Nigerians. First of all, this bicycle where they want make Nigerians begin ride. Now how much then they sell bicycle and how much be minimum wage? And that very bicycle when they showcase for you, if you watch by the side, you go see say even people where they protect and where be DSS, they still they follow the run. That one na show time. Different of them now. If you go for newspaper, you go see say then they showcase bicycle. They won't make Nigerians begin the ride bicycle. Bicycle no be wrong thing. Which road you won't carry bicycle enter for this Nigeria? So when they talk all these things about subsidy, I want make people they understand the reason. I no want make strike enter. That's one. And I no want make anything truncate the matter where we get for court. I no want all those ones. But it gets something when I want to make our people. This oil subsidy, where then they talk. Even
all Nigerians. And
where they say then go do the meeting of yesterday, they no even succeed to common agree, make the reverse to the pump price where Nigerians they used to before that inauguration day where they make that pronouncement. Then for at least tell that federal government will give them till 19th, make them negotiate well, make them go back to that very amount because already is provided according to the budget and the June where Buhari give that very time. But they no succeed for that one. Everything where federal government talk, they agree. You know why I agree with them? Because I want the court matters to go fine, make strike no happen. But like I said before, Dr. Etel, I want make federal government give even subsidy for the rice where we get. You understand me? For here. Because even the farmers where they farm, common fertilizer they give. Our roads where we say the transporter they run na death traps na it be. Even this jet A1 fuel where we say for flights where we say then they fly. Now that one I for one made the thing go high. At least made them they like 300 or 500,000 per flight. Maybe that time they go begin their listing. I don't know what in be your take, Dr. Tell.
You say when the flight, the cost for flight is about 300, you need to ask yourself, how many of them that are fixing and removing all this subsidy or non-subsidy, how many of them are paying from their pockets? How many people in the government that is telling us whatever they're saying, how many of them, the fuel that is in the car that drove them to office today, did they pay for it? Is it not government money? The people that are telling, that are removing aviation fuel, the subsidy on aviation fuel, do they fly on their own, from their own pockets? They themselves don't fly from their pocket. Their family don't fly from their pocket. Their relations don't fly from their pocket. All of them is from the government. We are like slaves to them. They're exploiting us. The man that is riding bicycle, please let us ask, from where is he riding from and from where is he riding to? Did he get out of his house to ride a bicycle? How many meters did he ride a bicycle? That's another question. How many DSS people will protect him when he's riding the bicycle? These are just people who are just making a mockery of the free citizens of Nigeria. They know what they are doing. They don't care for us. They don't feel for us. They don't want to identify with our pain and with our sufferings. They are wasting billions of, hundreds of billions of naira to build the presidential wing of the State House Clinic days before the end of an administration. Yet the next minute they are flying they're flying overseas to go and get medical attention. No hospital is working in Nigeria. No road is good in Nigeria. Do they fly by road? The answer is no. Us to travel by bicycle. Is it the bicycle that someone who is coming to Onitsha to buy something and go back to Kanu to sell it use? Is he going to go with bicycle from Kanu to Onitsha? Is he going to travel from Lokoja to Abuja to Suleja with bicycle? All those people going inside Abaji to buy yam and come back and sell it inside the main market in Abuja, would they go by bicycle? These are men who feel that they're intelligent, but they are illiterate. They're only intelligent when it comes to manipulating us, corruptly enriching themselves, and starving Nigerians without conscience. I have told us that most times it's good we concentrate on this court case because that aspect of our national issue, it hurts me, it annoys me, it's painful for me to even discuss or describe it.
See, Dr. Etel, as you know, as we wait for matters where they come out from courts, so we go to wait for the update where they come from. They're going to talk within the happen here. You wait there for that very side. If it know the feeling, because I don't know how much you even buy the diesel. But here I tell you, Angel wait there for studio. Don't they do muy since talk say the fuel went by 10,000 naira and just to come out from here go in house yesterday say the fuel finish. Angel, what do you want to your mouth inside quick make we.
The thing where you talk not true. It dey pain us. It dey pain us. Whether it dey pain the masses. Now we serve the thing they pain if they remove the subsidy. Not even them the rich people because they no mind. Some of them even them for herself. Like Asorok, they get free fuel. So Tinubu no even know waiting with they suffer. Now we they suffer. 5,000 naira fuel where they'll give you 20-something liters. Now 9 liters in go give you. And every day or two days you go they buy and depends on your distance. So it depends us, but the thing where they us important be that in way we they talk say our principal need to get into the Asorok so that this Nigeria possible Nigeria so that we go get them everything go they work. Person no go even go outside the country again. If our OB enter there now, if Pete OB enter Asorok, everybody go forget all this suffering. Now make we they say okay, make we suffer small now, at least for 6 months. Obi go enter. Now make they say judges I beg, no distraction. I beg. Now this judgment now we want. If they judge and well by the grace of God, everybody go smile. Everybody go smile. Because whether they rig them, they rig them. Whether they go vomit them, they go vomit them by the grace of God.
Okay, thank you, Angel. Dr. Chioma, if you still there, but what you get to tell our people where they suffer for Nigeria here with this very thing, where Tinubu just open your mouth, talk for 29th, where don't cause trouble for Nigeria. Just one talk, trouble don't start.
Yeah, back on what the other says. For the people driving, they are continuing to ride bicycle, right? Be very careful because it's either your obituary or your body is scattered in the street, you're mutilated or, like a wheelchair. So it's a death trap. You're even talking about going from Abuja to Onitsha. That's even way off. That's even, so, that's out of the question. Another way they are using, their time is off. All these things are process. Vetting process, labor pain that Nigeria is experiencing. And for my sister that said 6 months, she's got for B 6 months. That guy is not going to stay there for 6 months. They don't believe it. So Nigerians please, we really need you to be educated, and that's why I like this forum. It's for you to start thinking, from every contribution. Because even me, I learn a lot also when I come here. That's why don't keep this to yourself. Don't let people set a death trap for you to go and kill yourself. Dr. Tabat said there is no hospital in Nigeria. Yeah, but even the one in Aso Rock, they fixed it how many billions allocated, 2 or 3 times I know of, that has been renovated. Still, they go abroad, to get treatment. Eyes on the prize. Let's keep focused. God will even touch these judges to expedite this thing. I'm really not praying for that this month. And change has come to Nigeria. We are going through labor pain, and we will birth something new. So I don't know what what real name is doing there. We don't know what he's doing there. So that you can just enjoy the moment for now, because you will be straight out. Thank you, everybody.
Dr. Choma, thank you very much. So for court now, the justices are writing, or they just finished presenting Oyo State. They just finished presenting Oyo State. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, okay. The justices at the courts of appeal, that is the tribunal. The justices are writing after LP tendered Oyo State local government EC 8B forms. So they are, taking, documenting it while everybody is waiting for them to finish writing. So as we wait for them, so we know that, that is how this thing is. So let's quickly just look at one order that LP Labour Party is also looking at what happened at, or interested in what happened in Enugu State. We know that NYAC has responded to the matter in court that new governor of Enugu State sued them, and they have responded. And what they are maintaining in court is that Peter Mba's certificate is fake. And we are going to present that thing tomorrow when we come. All the thing will happen for court now where they. But waiting, I won't talk for inside. Make people will be say then near government they watch, because as that man will be Peter Mbano saying go come out from that very place, make Labour Party for take their place. That man fits waste the state resources as he take be. So I want to make our people chook their eyes and their mouth for waiting to happen for that state now, because immunity don't cover them, even if you carry and go court until the election petition tribunal sitting for Enugu State go fit decide that in case. But as we know think say Ingo fit survive the kind tsunami where they come out from NYC, because waiting NYC carry enter that court now, waiting then they call vexation. So with that very one and any other document where they come out from court today, because as on a look time now, time don't give over signal, and as he then still sit down for court, the next thing be said then go take adjournment for tomorrow, and for we will say if that one come and if any miracle say they won't stay longer, we fit just do them as post, make we for waka come out. Peace. I see your mother they do mui, make you for thank our people.
Thank you, Mr. Kanu. My people, we don't come to the end of today's episode. But before we kuku come out, make I just talk this one thing. You get this particular awado eater where they always come our show every day. And if you like say, the man, you actually like this show, now it make you they come every day. Anytime when we start, you go join us and you go stay to the end. Although you go there for comment section, they talk everything where you want talk. But I know say you don't enjoy, I know they lie to yourself. And I they pray for you, say as you they come here, they hear the truth. One day God go touch your heart and you go repent in Jesus' name. Amen. With that being said, my people, thank you very much for staying with us from the beginning to the end. And for the people who just join us new, our new subscribers, we dey tell you say you are welcome, special welcome. And now here be the place where you go to get ogbonge updates and news for everything where they happen. And if you know say you never subscribe to the channel and you dey watch us every day, I beg, help us. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell, so anytime when we drop video, you go get the alert say we don't drop. And if you they watch but you know they like, you know they share, you know they even comment, you just be like ghost watcher, ghost viewer, I beg, help us. Click the like button. If you watch something and you like them, just thumbs up. Now wait till you go do. It's not too hard, it no go take you time. And in case you want to support us financially, we get all our accounts for the description under this video. You fit go there and it will take you to anywhere where you want go to, anyhow where you want do them. And if you've not followed us on all our social media platforms, we dey at Facebook, we dey Twitter, we dey Instagram at Obidati Family TV. You fit give us a follow to boost the ministry as we dey grow. Thank you very much as you dey stay with us. Tomorrow we dey come back with more updates of wetin dey happen in court and how dey go. My people, for now, make una dey well. Una bye bye.